I read this book, I found out it was the final book of the series, which at the end of it, it doesn't feel like a final book. It feels like there's more to be happening. So is there a sequel series? Please, someone tell me, because honestly, I'm anxious, confused, and honestly upset. The main character, he's not the main character of this book. We don't get his point of view. We don't follow him along in this book. In book 4 and 5, we did get his moments where he gets to still be the main character. We get his point of view. We get to follow him around. We don't at all in this book. This book belongs entirely to the eldest cousin and the eldest cousin's boyfriend, who are now the main character and the male lead. We're going to call the eldest cousin's boyfriend the main character and the eldest cousin the male lead. And so the main character is going to be called the second cousin's boyfriend, and the male lead is going to be called the second cousin. The male lead and the second cousin's boyfriend, they're working with someone called the master. And I have a theory who the master is because of the way he acts. He is either the eldest cousin or the third cousin, but I'm not sure which one it is. But I am leaning more towards the eldest cousin, but I have no proof of who he is. But I know for sure it has to be one of those two. And you're like, how? And I'm just like, the way he acts, the way he speaks, it's just like he has to be one of them. It just has to be, right? Like, it has to be. It takes almost the entire book for the male lead to actually accept their child. I am not kidding, it does. And it takes him discovering that his father actually loved him and his brother and was just putting on an act, was being abusive, cruel, bringing women into the household because he feared what was done to his wife would be done to his 2 children. So he treated his children terribly. And I'm like, what? No, we're not going to accept this, right? Like, if he loved his children, he would have found a way to escape, right? Like, he would have gotten away, far away from his family. But instead, he just sits there and treats his children horribly. He drove his children to become what they are. And yet, his excuse is, oh, I love them, and I did it to protect them. And I'm like, no. Laying your hands on your children and allowing their mini stepmothers to treat them horribly just because you want to protect them from your brother instead of getting them away? Like, no. And he also shows his brother this evidence because they find him heartbroken in his father's room looking at the evidence and proof he found in a safe that he loved them. And his brother's like, oh, he loved us, he cared for us. And I'm like, no, he didn't. That's not love. Like, it isn't. He does state how he feels terrible for treating his children this way, and he is disgusted for how they turned out because he treated them that way. And I'm like, but he doesn't stop it. He doesn't try to get you guys away, but nah, he continues down this horrible path and doing horrible things to his own children. He also states he doesn't accept the fact that his eldest son is with a man still. And he says, oh, that's because of the way I was raised. And I'm like, no, you doesn't love your son. That's just it. I also do not like the fact that the male lead and his brother repeatedly tells the main character straight to his face, which the main character doesn't actually take seriously at all, that the only reason why they take care of and love the child is because he loves that child. And if it weren't for the fact that he loved that child and wants to take care of that child, they would have nothing to do with the child. Yes, after they discovered that their father actually loved them, they wanted to have things with this child because this is the last thing they have of their father. But it still disgusts me that the only reasons why they want to give this poor child any care and love is 1, because of the main character, and 2, because it's the last thing they have of their father. And I'm just like, these two should be far away from a child. Like, they should be kept away. So the main character, he has to go visit the eldest cousin. And the eldest cousin, he absolutely adores the child, but the child doesn't like the eldest cousin at all. So he can't take the kid with him. So he turns to his husband and is like, oh, for once, take care of our child. And this dude is like, oh, I have an important meeting at the company, and then I'm meeting up with the second cousin's boyfriend. Because again, they've been having secret meetings with the master, secret meetings with just each other all this time. Like, he's constantly abandoning his husband for his revenge plan, but doesn't include his husband into this revenge plan, or he doesn't spend any time with his husband and his child. Even though he's doing this for his husband and child. The main character forces him to take the kid to the meetings, and he loses the kid. Also, supposedly the second cousin's boyfriend is such a good caretaker to children, but he practically abandons the male lead when it comes to taking care of this kid. He and also the male lead hands the kid off to somebody else, his like bodyguard, and the bodyguard has to return it to him, and then that's when he loses the kid. And everyone's searching for the kid, though I'm pretty sure the second cousin's boyfriend wasn't searching for the kid at all. He just stayed to the meeting. And the second cousin was the one who found the child, which was good because the Melly would have been in huge trouble if the main character had found out, because the main character and the eldest cousin came to the company to visit the uncle and also visit the Melly and the child. So yeah, he would have been in huge trouble. The Melly does have a sweet moment with their kid. He basically gives his kid a bath and they're just playing back and forth with each other, and he puts his kid in a bee costume when his kid is refusing to get dressed and is just crawling around the whole place throwing toys at him. And he's like, okay, you're getting put in the bee costume. My eldest cousin got you. And so he gets put in this really cute bee costume. So yeah, this was like the only time these two actually had a sweet moment. Like before the Melly came to love his child, he's constantly thinking he hates this kid, he's jealous of this kid, he's like, this kid hates me, because obviously kids can tell when people hate them, like especially babies, they just can tell, and so his child's just giving him back the treatment he gives his kid. And also, this kid is very attached to the main character because the main character is the only one who actually gives him real love, affection, and attention. So he's going to be more attached to the main character. He's going to be a little jealous and upset when the main character is giving somebody else but him attention, because again, kids do that. So basically, they kind of have a rivalry relationship going on, which in fact does make it hilarious, but at the same time, I don't like that. Like, it's funny, but I don't like it. Like, why do we always have to have children compete with their parents for the affection and attention of the other parent? So the male lead and his brother, they both need therapy, right? They need help, but they refuse to get in, decide to put all their issues and problems onto the main character and have the main character solve them for him. But they never get solved because, again, the main character can't solve everything and fix all their problems for them because, again, they don't really let the main character solve them. They basically just cling to the main character, and then when the main character's like, hey, you need actual help or take your medicine, they get hissy about it. Like, he can't actually help them. They also don't think about his actual wants and needs and his health issues. They just think of their own all the time. For example, the main character hired a bodyguard that wasn't tied to the major family because all the bodyguards that used to be loyal and tied to the minor family were gotten rid of. So he hired someone that will be there for them when he's not around. And he tells the younger brother this, and the younger brother literally has a mental breakdown over it, basically accusing the main character of leaving them and abandoning them and asking him where to go, and he shouldn't be leaving them at all. And the main character's like, I just hired him to be there when I can't be here, so he can protect you guys when I can't protect you. He literally has a hissy fit over it, and it takes the main character a period of time to calm him down.